All right. Let's do a trading recap on my day on Tuesday. So on Tuesday was sort of like a base hit day. I didn't do a trading recap, but I'm doing one right now. So on Tuesday, I ended up $31.28. Sort of a choppy day. I went red to green, gave it all back and a little bit more, and scout my way back to green until power hour. I was able to trade CLSN, and I was able to finish my day up $31. So nice base hit, but we're going to go over some of the trades that I made. So we'll start with SBFM. So SBFM traded this one at 745. Was really looking for a breakout here, but just kind of stayed in a range, so I just took it off for a small loss. And then it just broke out. I guess I missed the breakout. I don't know what I was doing, and then it just chopped to the upside, kind of like a grinding front side, which aren't my favorite because I never really know when to get in. There's no proper really pullback. You have all these micro pullback, micro, and you can really, I just didn't feel like I had an opportunity to get in until here off the 9 EMA, and I closed it off early. I'm not even sure why. I should have held that off the 9 EMA, and then it broke out, ran another 40 cents or so, another 10%. It was a huge front side here. Front side, about 50% front side that I didn't make anything on. I completely missed it. I guess I just wasn't feeling comfortable trading this front side. Then here on this, I started getting into a backside here. I started sizing in and small little scalps here and there. Not much. At this point, I was around break even. Then here off this double bottom, I was able to size in $250 and added more, 53, scalped this pull back to the 9 EMA. I was able to make some profit on that. And then I had one trade at here, micro pullback for the break of the high, and this is when I was starting to size in a little bit more. Looking for that breakthrough 6 and the breakout here. But we did have a little bit of a false breakout, and I took it off for a small gain. And then here right at the open, I remember this having some resistance around 650. Stalled out right at 649. I was adding for a breakthrough 649 and completely reversed on me, and I had to take it off for a loss because this really could have flushed another 10% or 5% or so. And then at the open, I had a nice dip and rip candle here for that final breakthrough 49, and I was able to capture most of my gain on the day on that first 1 minute candle after the open. And then from there, I just slowly gave back profit, pretty much. I was looking for another leg up on this candle here, but no bueno, it didn't happen. Kind of just was range bound for a while until it had a nice flush. I did a couple panic dip buys down here, but nothing really came out of it. I just kept giving back profit until ATR also popped up, and this is where I gave back all of the gains I've had on the day so far. I was looking so I sized into this first breakout, made a nice profit on it, and I was looking to get aggressive again for another leg past 423. However, I was sizing in way too much because look at this topping tail. Topping tail is not good for chasing into for a breakout. But I did it anyways, adding higher, 416. I was adding at 416, and it completely reversed on me, and I had to cut it. After that, I was back to break even on the day, small red, until CLSN popped up later in the day. And I was able to get kind of aggressive. I guess I get kind of aggressive, maybe $600 or so for the breakout here. And then had a dip buy looking for a continuation. Took it off for a small scratch, but I was able to make my profit on the day on CLSN, which was about $30 or so. Not too much, but solid base hit. Yeah, not really much. It was very slow on Tuesday. But today we got some solid action on ADN, MOBQ, and I was able to finish the day up 92.88. And that's a pretty solid day for me, up about 8% or so, my average position size. And so let's go over some of those trades that I made. So SBFM. Here I was looking for a breakout. I scalped, buying the breakout, looking for a continuation move all the way back up to 650 and the breakout through the high of 680. But the volume, I guess, let's see what the volume was 111,000. Not that much. I don't think it was enough. It clearly wasn't enough to break through all the way. So we had a little false breakout here, and I closed it for a small gain. But I was really looking for this move through 6.8. And that was it for SBFM. I really just took it off my watch list because it was just so choppy at the open. I just didn't want to get involved in any of this. Here, kept just having giant wicks and very volatile. And then I moved over to MOBQ, which we had a nice front side on, a nice move here. I was adding, had a nice front side here, waiting for the first 1 minute pullback, got a pullback to that 9 EMA, sized in, took off really early, actually, 248, so right at that breakout level, and wasn't able to ride that extra 20 cents higher, which I could have made a nice gain on. I don't know what spooked me. Maybe this wick here kind of spooked me a little bit, but I should have held a core position size for that front side until we had a proper false breakout, because it wasn't really a false breakout after the close of this candle, since it closed higher than the breakout level. Then here, we had a 1 minute pullback back to 9 EMA, and I kind of just chased this, to be honest with you, and scalped the front side for 50 shares. So that wasn't really a setup for me. I kind of just, it was just like a random trade. Then here I thought we were going to enter a backside here, but we did have a nice bounce off the 9 EMA. I was able to size into that and take off into the pop. However, I saw this move kind of quick, and I thought we were actually going to see another move past $3, and so I added higher, and then it sold off, and I just took it off, and it was like pretty much a scratch trade. At this point in the day, I was up maybe about $35 or $40. And here, I was looking again for that pop back over $3, and it started entering into a range, so I took it off for a small loss there. Then at the open, we had a nice red to green, or a dip and rip through the 9 EMA. I was able to scalp that for a small gain. And here backside, I was able to scalp for this break back over the 9 EMA and off a double bottom. And I was able to scalp that for a small gain as well. So MOBQ ending up $14.38. I left a lot of meat on the bone. You know, I could have held for a bigger front side here, but I don't know. It was kind of moving. It was moving kind of slow. And it was kind of like the tape was very thick. I was looking for something that was moving a bit faster on the tape. And it definitely seemed like you need a little bit more patience for the trend to develop. And I think I was just a little bit spooked by that. But I could have held like a smaller position size. Maybe that's something that I would do different if I were to retrade MOBQ for that pre-market friend side. But then we got ADN. I saw the news on this. ADN was insane. I saw the news. Solid news article. Definitive agreement with Hyundai Motor Company to use fuel cell technology in delivering green energy solutions. I knew that was going to be something, some kind of move here. And I was waiting for that volume to come in. The volume is real light pre-market. I was waiting for the moment that volume would come in on a solid catalyst here. And I saw it bumping up into this breakout level. Well, at the open, it was a little bit weak. It sold off, and I was like waiting. You know, I didn't know if anything was going to happen. And so I started trading SBFM instead. Oh, sorry, not SBFM. I started trading MOBQ at the open, as you saw on the first couple minutes. And then I saw this huge volume candle coming into this breakout level. Started sizing in. I was in 400 shares, so it's about $1,000 position size. Rode it through the breakout, kind of taking profit as it went along. And then on this first pullback here, I bought the dip at 297, selling for the break back over 3. Also another $1,000 position size. Here, bought the dip off the VWAP, sold back for the retest of 3. Kind of missed this. Had my first entry at 309, and so yeah, I took that off actually for real quick. So I missed. Where was I here? I'm lost. Oh, here it is. So I missed this candle here into the breakout. That was 20 cents there. I missed that. However, I got a dip, the first 1 minute pullback on this fresh breakout here. Was able to scalp a couple cents, scalped a couple cents here. At this point here, I scalped another couple cents. No, this one was a small loss. This was a small loss here. And then here, this 1 minute candle, I was able to scalp for 2 cents, 336. Bought the breakout. So it looks like I brought the breakout and I sold 334. So that was a small loss on a false breakout. Then I bought again on a re-entry for the retest, looking for 40 and higher towards 50. Added again at 339, and then it just didn't have the oomph to gap towards 350. And I took that one off for a small loss. But at that point, I was up real nice, real nice. Here, started kind of scalping this backside here. I took a small loss there. Took another small loss there. I was looking for that break over VWAP. However, it flushed through VWAP, so I had to take it off. And then kind of found some support here, and I should have got a little bit more aggressive. But I was anticipating that break back over through VWAP. And here we got a nice move. I was able to scalp only 4 cents, unfortunately, but it made a 30-cent move. I left so much money on the table there. After that move, I tried scalping this first 1 minute pullback, thinking we're going to get still continuation. Had a false breakout there on the 1 minute, and kind of just went sideways here. I didn't really make much. And then here at 342, I started sizing in for that breakout of the high here, looking for 350. And that didn't work out. Well, no, I started managing my risk here because I was in a little bit too early. And then we had a move up to 346 right below that breakout level. And I was still trying to manage my risk. You know, I don't know if it was going to be a triple top and then reverse. And then I had a final add at 342 once I saw some volume come in. But overall, that wasn't really, I took it off really early. I was a bit spooked. 350, 351. It broke above 351 and then just kind of immediately flashed back down to 347. And I thought it was going to be a false breakout, so I kind of took my profit there. I didn't really go much more. But yeah, I guess I could have made more on that. But I was just really nervous at that point. I was up like 95 on the day, and I was really nervous of giving back profit. So I think that just really influenced how my trading was. I was a bit more reactive than being patient and watching the trade develop. Because I really, if I took a starter down here and let the whole chart develop for this breakout, I would be up way more than I am right now. But I'm very grateful for where I'm at today. Definitely a solid green day today. I haven't had a day like this since the oil stocks were going crazy. So maybe about a month ago was my last $90, $100 day. So super grateful. My high today was at $99.68. And I was like trying to have that one more scalp to get me over to 100. And I just started giving back profits. And I was like, you know what, I got to be, grateful for what I have. It's not really worth trying to get to some number that doesn't really matter. And it was really messing with my trades. So it kind of stopped there. And then here I actually saw a nice trade develop here. Looking for this move back over 364. And, it kind of started going sideways into a range. I thought that was going to be done. There just wasn't enough momentum maybe to go break through the high. So I took off for a small gain. But then here at this point, I was checking my credit score, and it ended up ripping without me. This would have been a nice entry point on this reclaim of the 9 EMA, and then for the add through the high. But I wasn't looking at the stock. By the time I looked at it, it was already at 380, and it was like, you know what, that's it. I completely missed it. And here I tried just a 1 minute dip buy here, thinking, maybe we'd go see a parabolic move, but no, it didn't happen. So finishing up the day, 92.88. Super grateful and happy with my performance today. Probably, I could have done a little bit better on ADN after this pop over VWAP, and then also MOBQ if I got a little bit more aggressive. However, I just at this point, you see it grinding on a front side. Any moment it could just stuff and just reverse. So, never really know. But the setups I'm trading are making me money, so I'm just going to keep showing up and doing that and sizing in bigger and bigger as my confidence grows. And soon enough, I'll be making, a $100 day is just going to be almost a scratch day. And, those days, who knows, maybe it's a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, but I'm going to get there eventually. So just got to be patient and just keep showing up every day. And I think my green days are just going to consistently get bigger and bigger. So if you guys like this trading recap, please comment, subscribe, like, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.